First of all, it looked like Darius got hurt towards the end of the first half. Played in the second half, left. Just what happened there?
Yeah, I haven't gotten an update yet. Obviously, couldn't continue. Took a fall there and tried to come back, and we'll get an update, here soon.
But there wasn't enough concern at halftime for that he was good to keep playing still.
We talked about it with medical, and and Darius, he wanted to give it another try, and then went back at it, and then just couldn't continue.
You were obviously ejected from this game in the second half. What led to that?
And I'll just say that it was 20-2 in free throws in the third quarter, 20-2. So, that I'm not sure I've ever seen that in all my years in the NBA, 20-2. So I let them know that I wasn't pleased with that, and they tossed me for it. But I'll stick with my protest, and I felt like I had to stick up for my team. When it's 20-2, when it's the disparity's that great, you got to stick up for your guys.
In the second quarters, when the offense really, I thought, sputtered, what did you think led to you guys not being able to put a lot of points on the board in that period?
We played a lot of ISO ball tonight. A lot of ISO ball. Ball wasn't moving, sticking. Wait. Donovan obviously, didn't have it going, and we just kind of was watching him play with it too much. So, but I felt like really the story, we couldn't, when you shoot the ball poorly, you got to get stops. I felt like we never really could stop them. Credit to them. They're in our paint way too much. We were on our heels. They were foot forward. We never slowed them down from a defensive standpoint. When you shoot 32% from three, at some point you're going to win a game like this on the road with your defense, and we didn't do it.
Hey, Kenny, from the back, what was your reaction to the last play?
Miscommunicated. I got to talk to the guys. What happened? Not sure. Give them credit.
And then I know Danny asked about Darius, but is it his big toe? Is it the same toe that he had?
No, Chris, I'm not even sure. I'm just assuming that. Last update I had was halftime when he said he could. He's going to give it another try, and then obviously came out. But I'm just when he didn't give it a try, I just assumed that's what it is. But I can't. I'll confirm it. When I talk to Steve.
He looked hobbled a little bit in the first half, as you mentioned. Did you have any thoughts of shutting him down?
Yeah, there were a couple of times where he was limping, and I just, you have to defer to the player. I have a good trust with Darius, and he plays through a lot, so I kind of kept him out there. Maybe. Maybe I should have pulled him earlier, but I trust him. We have good communication. But then, it got to the point where he had to give the foul, right, to stop the play, and we got him out. So.
Kenny, comparing the last season and this season, the beginning of the season is pretty different.
Yeah.
The last year was amazing. How did you start?
Yeah.
Did you learn that something? Did you learn that maybe it's more important to reach the end of the regular season and the playoffs in a better way and not be that worried about what's happening in this beginning of the season?
Oh, yeah. Sure, that's my job, is to think big picture, look big picture, and but I'm also, my job is to get this team to improve. And you can only do that in the regular season. But it's a tough loss. Obviously, they're playing really well. Would have been nice to come out of here with the victory, but we're in a good spot. We know who we are. We have good identity. We got to, we got to figure out if we got DG out again. We're gonna have to kind of reconfigure. We're starting to get back healthy again, so we'll just have to figure that out. But this is the NBA. This is how it works. You know, you got, every season's different. So this is obviously started out different.
Hey, Kenny.
Hey.
Apologies for not
No, that-
asking a game question. I'm here to profile Evan Mobley. Can you talk about just how his offensive game has really developed and how hard he's worked on
Who
that?
was that?
Evan Mobley.
Oh, yeah. He really worked hard this summer. I thought he made some big shots at the end tonight, and go-to shots, which we need him to be. It can't always be Donovan, especially with Darius out. He's got to kind of take that scoring load. So hit a big three. Hit that jumper in the lane on Ware and got the M1. Yeah, we need it from him, and he's prepared for it.
Thank you.
All right.
Kenny, for you, when you are ejected from the game and not on the sideline, and a game gets as intense as this one was and as back and forth as this one was, what's it like being back in the line, having no control?
It's torture. It's torture. It's like watching your son play, right? Like it's your team, and you want to run out, get on a walkie-talkie and tell the assistants, what to do. But they did a good job. It's just hard. I don't envy. It's not a great position to be in. But again, Dan, I just felt like foul disparity was way too great, and finished that way too. I just let it be known, and people can judge whether the referees did a good job or didn't do a good job. All right, thanks.